Here we are back for a Week 11 predictions video. I'm Jason, the Bears user. Um, Everyone's doing a great job getting their games in. We advanced early again this week. Um, this is our final season, so don't be what's the word I'm looking for? Don't be discouraged if you start falling down with some losses and things like that. Uh, you may not make the playoffs, but you can still keep other teams from making the playoffs. So make sure you keep playing your games. And of course, you want to make sure you're active in the Telegram app so that when we get to team picking and things like that, um, you'll be aware of everything that's going on. You can pick whenever it's your turn to pick. Uh, if you're interested in joining a predictions video, make sure you speak to myself or one of the other commissioners. That would be Dean. He's the Packers user. Cowboys is Dwayne. Um, Bengals is Savan. Leslie is the Browns. And that's it right now currently. We're still waiting for my decision to pick another one moving forward. Also message one of those commissioners if you believe somebody's cheating or breaking rules, preferably with proof, because like I said, if they break the rules and you don't have proof and they say they didn't do it, we're not really going to be able to do anything for you. Make sure you start thinking about what teams you're going to want. Each user is going to be given the opportunity to keep their current team, unless you've joined in the past like season or two. It's only like 5 or 6 people will not be given that chance. If you're a new guy, you're gonna have to stick it out. But if you've been with us most of this Madden, you'll be given the opportunity to pick if you want to keep your current team. If you don't, you'll go into a tier system that everybody's in, and everybody's gonna have to give me a list of however many teams it is, probably 15 to 25 in order, of which teams they would prefer. Nobody's going to know what team anybody else is taking until after the fact, until we release the full list. That's to keep users from getting into certain divisions or staying out of certain divisions because they see other users in them. We want it to be completely random. The only 3 people that should know about the list as it's being made is going to be myself, Dwayne, and Dean. So be starting to think about what teams you want. The Madden ratings are already completely out. If you need the link for that, just let me know, or Savan, one of us can send it to you. We're going to go through a normal predictions week here. I haven't looked at the MVP race and things like that yet personally myself, so it'll be interesting for me. Let's go ahead and get into that. We're going to start with the weekly awards, though. I click schedule. Start with the weekly awards. Looks like our NFC Offensive Player of the Week was KJ Costello, going 16 of 27, 345 yards and 5 touchdowns. Only sacked 3 times in the day. No picks, it looks like. It's a real good game for him. Just watched this Falcons versus Texans game. Not only did Eli come down with 9 picks, Chase Winovich is your player of the game. He has 6 tackles and 5 sacks. It's a real good game down there for E-Fly. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Bijan Robinson with 20 carries, 297 rushing yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns and a loss. That is insane. Running all over the field for Leslie. Nakobe Dean, the middle linebacker for the Titans, with 5 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Made sure he took advantage of every opportunity he was given by the offense. All right, let's look at these yearly awards. I'm genuinely curious myself on some of them. The NFL MVP race, JaMychal Jackson leads the way. He's having a fantastic season for the Bills user, putting up absolutely ridiculous numbers. Shai Werts, QB for the Bengals, second. Puka Williams, the running back for the Chiefs, is third. Coach of the Year, Jimothy at 9-0. Quicos, I don't know how you say that. Quicos the Great. The new Bills user, 8-1. That would be my pick personally for the Coach of the Year thus far. And Sean Payton, the coach of the Falcons. Let's see here. The AFC Offensive Player of the Year, JaMychal Jackson, Puka Williams, Shai Werts, the 3 we said before. The Defensive Player of the Year, Brandon Waters, defensive tackle. He got in the trade for he got him for Jamie Newman with San Francisco back when they traded the former MVP Newman. Terrell Lewis still doing great things for the Jets, and Jeff Gladney also there. Lots of Jets up in here. Good stuff for them. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jonathan Ward. He is a rookie running back For the Bengals, he's putting up lots of points when he touches the ball. Spencer Gilmore, I'm not sure what position he plays, but for the Patriots, and Gabriel Knight for the Browns. Rookie of the Year, Kalen Creighton for the 1-8 Steelers. Got to be a bright spot somewhere. Frederick Hawkins really stepping up for that Bills defense, and Aaron Paul. I believe he's the defensive end that Savon took in like the top 5 or whatever it was. So he's really showing up. For the NFC side, the Offensive Player of the Year is KJ Costello, followed by Kylan Hill, running back for the Cardinals, and another Ram there, Christian Turner. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Greg Hall leads it for the Falcons, and that absolutely stunning defense. Brian Burns having one of his best seasons ever, playing for Detroit, and Antonio Alfano, the defensive end for the Vikings, up there in third. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Javier Toritola. He is a running back for the Redskins with like 98 speed or something like that. Absolutely ridiculous. Ryan Jackson, he's probably a receiver. I don't really know who it is. Probably a receiver for the Lions, putting up good numbers. And Brendan Claiborne, this is a running back that the Packers took, I believe. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jordan Bennett. The Redskins had 2 picks inside the top 6. I think it was 2 and 6 or whatever it was, and this was his other pick. Alongside Toritola. As a safety with like 99 speed or whatever it is, and he's all over the field. Redskins actually own the top 3 there. Derek Johnson and Frank Coburn. So if we were going a few more seasons, I'm sure the Skins users roster would look significantly better, but it's a shame this is the last season. Alright, that's going to be it for the yearly awards. I've just updated Daddy Leagues, so that should be up if anybody's willing to look at that. And, we will be putting out our power rankings as we usually do each week. Here in a second, I'm about to go through that and put that out. Let's go ahead and get into the schedule here. We're starting off with the Dolphins, which is a CPU team, versus the Browns. Leslie doesn't like to play the CPU, so I'm going to say his force win. The Browns are 5-4. Took a tough loss last week in overtime, 44-41 to the Cardinals. So I know he's looking to bounce back with a win here. Dean, the Packers 6-3, playing Big Play Bunny and the 4-5 Lions. Lions have won, I believe, 4 out of their last 5 games. So Bunny's really got to go, and especially with that outstanding defense. He's been making some moves, and we always mess with Bunny about his trades, but he's been bringing some real talent in. Of course, he's got Brian Burns and Myles Garrett, and he brought in Roland Sherman, I think is his name. He's the defensive end. He's still got Kayvon Thibodeau rushing the pass as well. He's got Jalen Ramsey now. Bunny's got some pieces on defense. His offense is going to have to step up a little bit. It's really just his QB and Breda, but maybe Bunny will keep it interesting for a half or so. I think that Dean's going to win this game. I think it's just going to really come down to that he's not going to turn the ball over, and Bunny is. So give me the Packers to win this game. The next one is a monumental matchup. Both these teams on the outside looking in currently. On the AFC playoff race, the 4-5 Jags versus the 5-4 Jets. Both of them need a win here, especially because if it comes down to a tiebreak at the end of the season, it's going to make a big difference. Jets are one of the scary teams right now. We know how good the roster is, but he's playing very well himself anyway. The Jaguars have been better since acquiring Bryce Young from the Titans and shedding the walking wardrobe, I think as he called him, Spencer Ackerman. But I think it's not going to be enough here. I'm going to take the Jets to win this game at home. Next, we got the 6-3 Titans versus the 7-2 Patriots. This is a battle of, I think, both of them are decent offensive users generally, although the Titans have struggled a little bit this year. I think it's going to really come down to who plays better defense in this game, who can hold their opponent. And in that case, I think Twan is just a little bit more predictable on the offensive side of the ball. People have begun to learn the routes he likes to run and things like that. It's going to be a very close game. I wouldn't be surprised if either team wins, but I'm going to take the Patriots to win at home by 3 points. Next, we got CJ and the Seahawks at 6-3, heading to play the 3-6 Cowboys. Dwayne's season probably on life alert at this point. He needs to life support. Excuse me. He needs to get things rolling back in the right direction. They've got NFC East. Played a tough schedule this year. They had the AFC East. That's just rough. Anytime you're going to get that. But he's playing CJ here. He needs the win. I think that he'll play him close, maybe early, but Dwayne's just not going to be able to keep up on offense, and that's what Seattle does very well. So I'll take the Seahawks to win this game handily. Next we have the 4-5 Vikings versus the 2-6-1 Panthers. Don't let that record fool you about Carolina. He's got like something like 4 or 5 one possession, 10 point type losses. He just can't seem to finish games. I'm not sure if this game will get played. If it does, I'm going to take Carolina to win the game at home. Both of them are a little turnover prone on offense, solid defense. I think the Panthers just have a little bit more explosiveness on offense. So I'll take the Panthers to win this game. Next, we have the 4-5 Bucks versus the 8-1 Falcons. Falcons look real, real good, especially on defense. They are killing people on defense. So I think that's going to be what's going to benefit them here. I think they're going to force turnovers. They just got like 9 or 10 in their last game. I think that the Buccaneers struggle on offense specifically, and that's going to be his downfall here. So I'll take the Falcons to win this game. Next one, a big game. Got the surging Saints at 5-4 playing the 4-1 Texans, who I believe are still holding the last wild card spot. He's right on the outside. It's just real, real close. He definitely needs to win this game with the Browns and Jets and Jaguars and Chiefs and just all kinds of teams in the AFC real close to that wild card spot. I think that he's going to play the Saints user well, but I think that Saints do a better job of controlling the football. He's been playing very well on defense lately. So I'll take the Saints to win this game on the road. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans won. Chap is still away from Madden. Ravens are 0-9, playing 3-6 Broncos. J. Will win this game, whether he plays the CPU or not. You got the 7-2 Chargers versus the 4-5 Raiders. If C Money is going to make a push for this division, he's got to do it now. I think he's tied for second place with the Chiefs. I think that he's going to play the Chargers close. I think this is going to be maybe not the upset pick of the week, but I think this is going to be a close game. I'll take the Chargers to win by about 7. He's just a little bit better on offense specifically, so I'll take the Chargers to win this game. The 1-8 Steelers versus the 1-8 Colts. I have no idea who's going to win this game. I think the last time they played, the Steelers won. I remember something specific about this game. I don't remember exactly. It was last season, but it's going to be tough. It's a tough game here. I'm gonna take the Colts to win. They were a little bit better team over the past few seasons, especially on offense. Um, the Bears are 6-3, playing the 0-9 49ers. Do not let that fool you. Silka's come close in a few of his games. He actually, I'm really looking forward to this game because the last time I played him, he beat me. It was like 3 seasons ago or something like that. So definitely gonna look into that one. I think that the Bears are motivated after their bye week and after the falling apart in the second half with the loss to the Cardinals. I think they're going to come out and they're going to take care of business in this game. I would expect Chicago to run for a lot of yards, get back to their brand of football and win. The Cardinals at 8-1 play the 9-0 Rams. We are about to find out. One second. We're about to find out if the Cardinals are really a fraud or not. Their last 2 wins, both been over 3 points, both been in overtime. So maybe they're a little shaky, but maybe they've gotten some extra play in. They know what they want to do. Every time they play the Rams, it's not. Jimmy usually blows people out, and the Cardinals generally lose by about 10-14 most of the time. He's always, real close. I think that that's going to be the case here. Jimmy's defense is ridiculous, though. Absolutely ridiculous. So I'll take the Rams to win a decently low-scoring game, probably something like 24-10 or something. But I think that the defense is just too much for Arizona. Next, you have the 1-8 Giants versus the 4-5 Eagles. T. Lou, he really needs a win here. These Eagles have looked very, very bad over these past few weeks. Definitely one of the bigger disappointments of the season after going like 13-3 or 14-2 last year. I think he'll get the win here. I don't think Peso's playing his games right now. But that being said, I think the Eagles should win here. Bengals and Chiefs. Chiefs started off 0-4. He won 4 out of his last 5. He got one of the best stories in the league right now. Too bad he's going to run into possibly the best user in the league. That's up for debate. With the 8-1 Bengals coming to play, the 4-5 Chiefs, I think that win streak that Kansas City's got is going to end here. I think he's going to have to control the football to even have a chance, but the QB is just going to be too much, and the Bengals' offense is so good. I'll take Cincinnati to win this game handily. This next one could be a sneaky good matchup. The 6-3 Redskins playing the 8-1 Bills. Both teams have played well this year. Redskins better offense. Um, I think this has potential to be a good game, but I don't like the matchups for the Redskins. Um, if he can control the football and run the ball and extend drives, I think he's got a good chance to stay in this game, maybe even win. But I think that Buffalo's team is better. I think he just matches up very well against the Redskins. He's got lots of speed on defense. So I'm going to take the Bills to win this game at home. It could be close for a half or three quarters or something like that. And I'm rooting for the Redskins, of course, to get this game. And he's a good user. It's going to be tough for him though. It's going to be an interesting game. So definitely looking to tune into that one. That's going to be it for the predictions videos. Make sure everyone is getting their games in. I know if you guys have already posted the stream, I'm going to be playing here in a few minutes myself as well. And everybody have a good day.